I'm Randy Gustafson, the Vice President of Innovation for the Arizona Commerce Authority. And again, we thank you very much for being here. This multidimensional event is produced in partnership and collaboration between the ACA and Arizona SciTech. This morning's content was indeed multidimensional in nature, and the sessions included STEAM education, SciTech Festival event planning and logistics, discussions about manufacturing, advanced materials, pitching your high-tech business to investors, and cybersecurity, and not to mention the really cool makerspace going on in the gallery. Now, in order to put on a big conference like this, it takes great sponsors, and so we wish to thank Cox, Event Interface, and the City of Scottsdale, amongst many others, including CrowdMonies. However, we now have the opportunity to hear from one of our platinum sponsors. Raman Khurana is an Arizona entrepreneur that has homegrown a company called PerfOpt. PerfOpt Technologies Incorporated is an IT solutions provider that specializes in helping its clients achieve their performance through process and system organization. Through this, they built an audience that spans the entire globe. Raman's passion as a serial entrepreneur and interest in science, technology, and education has inspired him to create opportunities for middle school and high school students with the PerfOpt 3D Technology Center. Located in his hometown of Goodyear, the center is focused on inspiring students about the future of immersive technologies with 3D printing, scanning, modeling, and virtual reality. Please welcome to the stage, Raman Khurana.
Thank you. That was a better introduction than if I had come up with it. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Raman Khurana. I'm the President and CEO of PerfOpt Technologies and one of the very proud sponsors for this summit. I'm very excited to see all these innovation-related advances that are being made in the community these days. As a technology company, we like to monitor the latest developments that are happening in the STEM areas, specifically in the computing environments. And I am personally very excited about the emergence of a very new paradigm in computing that is being ushered forth with what are called immersive technologies. So what are immersive technologies? Immersive technologies enable humans to interact with computers in 3 dimensions. We live in 3 dimensions, we work in 3 dimensions, we interact in 3 dimensions, and it is now time that we compute in 3 dimensions. So you have different immersive technologies like robotics, 3D printing, scanning, modeling, virtual reality, augmented reality, cybernetics, artificial intelligence. All of these things are things that have been topics of science fiction till now. But we believe that we are now at a cusp where some of these technologies are going to permeate in our own livelihoods. Every decade, you have 1 or 2 technologies that are called disruptive technologies. They're called disruptive because they change the way we live, they change the way we think, they change the way we work, and they change the way we socialize. So when you're thinking about a decade, for example, mid-80s to mid-90s, we had the microprocessor revolution. It went from having mainframe computers in big gigantic centers to where personal computers on everybody's desktop became a possibility. So the microprocessors and all the innovation that went with it ushered the era of personal computing. Next decade, about mid-90s to about mid-2000s, the disruptive technology was the internet and the World Wide Web. So now that everybody had a personal computer, it was time to link these computers around the globe. And with the linking that the internet provided, the World Wide Web provided information sharing. So we started thinking together. We started collaborating on some very new platforms. We reached a point where if we wanted to look something up, we no longer went to the library. We started to think about doing a Yahoo or a Google search and so on. And those were the disruptive technologies of that decade. Move forward another 10 years from mid-2000 to about mid-2015, which is about this year, and our next disruptive technologies were the smartphones and the social media. Now we have personal computers, we have the networks that link them, we have the web that disseminates information. Let's make it more personal. Smartphones have totally changed the way we work. Smartphones have totally changed the way we think, and so on and so forth. And on that, we got the work part covered. Let's socialize, and that's where we are. So it is our firm belief that in the upcoming decade, these immersive technologies are going to be disruptive in how we work and how we live and so on. Just like today, people can't think how they live without the smartphones, and that was not that long ago. Once you start living in a virtual reality world, or you start experiencing these virtual reality type experiences or trainings that are so vivid that you forget that it is not true reality. And anymore, we can have a debate on what is true reality. Because if your brain perceives it as real, that's as real as it's going to get at any time. So last year at Perfop Technologies, we created a new division called Perfop 3D to focus on doing innovative research and development on these platforms. I've had the honor and pleasure of working with a very energetic team of individuals whose commitment and hard work has established our company as an innovative leader in these fields. So I would like to take a moment to recognize their efforts. My team is So while there are many applications of these technologies, we are focused on making these technologies available to the elementary and high school students. We have an initiative called Immersive Teaching, and our mission in Immersive Teaching is to bring exposure to these technologies and work with the kids to get them stimulated, get them excited about learning using the new platforms that are available. We've been working with Dr. Jeremy Babinger to support the Chief Science Officer initiative that they have in reaching out to the different schools. And I also am very fortunate to be working with Dr. Hartgrove and the Avondale Elementary School District to create pilot initiatives for deploying these technologies in classrooms and schools. We have also, as mentioned, set up a technology center which allows its members to perform hands-on activities with the cutting-edge equipment. And we're doing this of all places in the Southwest Valley where there's really nothing to do. I mean, my 7-year-old every day is bored because he has nothing to do. So, this is after school. This is where you get done with school, you want to come in. Immersive technologies cannot be explained on a podium in a microphone. They have to be experienced. So I invite you after these sessions to come to the makerspace, take a little virtual reality tour, see how the 3D scanning works, so you will all see the potential of what these technologies can do for education, for medicine, for manufacturing, pretty much any area that we're dealing with at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end by saying we are again living in some very interesting times. We are at the cusp of some very major changes that we believe are coming down the path. And I invite you to come look at the makerspace, make a trip to the Technology Center, so we can all welcome you to the future.